For decades, we were told to fear fat and to replace traditional cooking fats with refined vegetable oils. But what if the bigger lesson is not avoid all fat? What if the real question is which fat you are using every day? In a 2025 observational study of 16,273 adults, regular extra virgin olive oil intake was associated with lower BMI and a much smaller waist circumference, while non-regular intake was linked with higher odds of abdominal obesity. Today, I want to show you why extra virgin olive oil stands out from ordinary cooking fats, what the science actually says about it, and how to choose the real version so you are not wasting money on a weak bottle that gives you none of the benefits. The key point is simple. This is not about magic. It is about a food that has been repeatedly associated with better metabolic and heart health outcomes when it is part of an overall healthy diet. A lot of the confusion begins with modern dietary fat patterns. Nutrition research has long discussed the Western diet's much higher omega-6 to omega-3 balance compared with the lower ratios thought to be more typical of earlier human diets, and some reviews link that shift to inflammation-related disease risk. That does not mean every seed oil is automatically toxic, but it does mean the overall fat pattern of a highly processed diet matters. The safest takeaway is not panic. It is quality, balance, and moderation. Now let's talk about why extra virgin olive oil gets so much attention. In the 2025 Frontiers in Nutrition study, regular EVOO intake was associated with lower waist circumference and lower BMI, and non-regular intake was associated with substantially higher odds of abdominal obesity. This is observational evidence, not proof that olive oil caused the difference by itself, but it is still a strong signal that regular EVOOs may be part of a healthier dietary pattern. What makes it special is what is inside the oil. First, there is oleic acid, the main monounsaturated fat in olive oil. Second, there are polyphenols, which are plant compounds that help protect the oil from oxidation and are linked to antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activity. Third, there is oleocanthal, the compound behind that peppery burn many people feel in the throat when they taste a strong EVOO. Research has shown that oleocanthal affects the same COX-1 and COX-2 pathways targeted by ibuprofen, although olive oil is not a replacement for medicine. That is why the long-term data are so interesting. In the pre-dimed randomized trial, a Mediterranean diet supplemented with extra virgin olive oil was associated with a lower rate of major cardiovascular events compared with a reduced fat diet. In a large 2022 prospective study of U.S. adults, higher olive oil intake was associated with lower total and cause-specific mortality, including lower cardiovascular, cancer, and neurodegenerative disease mortality. These are not miracle claims. They are strong associations that make olive oil look like a smart daily fat choice inside an otherwise healthy diet. But here is the catch. Not every bottle labeled olive oil is the same. Quality matters. Real extra virgin olive oil is cold-pressed and minimally processed. Poorer quality products may be old, poorly stored, or blended in ways that reduce the beneficial compounds you actually want. A dark glass bottle, a clear extra virgin label, and a clearly stated origin are all signs that the producer is at least making quality easier to verify. So what should you do? First, use olive oil as your default everyday fat for salads, vegetables, eggs, and light to moderate cooking. Second, choose extra virgin, not generic vegetable oil blends. Third, store it away from heat and light so the polyphenols stay protected. Fourth, do not expect one food to fix everything. The win comes from the full pattern: more whole foods, more fiber, better protein, and fewer ultra-processed meals. And yes, the old smoke point fear is often overstated. Modern food science looks beyond smoke point alone and considers how many harmful breakdown products form during heating. High-quality extra virgin olive oil can perform well in everyday cooking because its phenolic compounds help protect it from oxidation. That does not mean endless high heat abuse is a great idea. It means olive oil is far more versatile than many people were taught. So the real message is not olive oil is magic. The real message is that a simple daily swap can support a healthier fat pattern, and the evidence so far points in a promising direction. Your next meal does not need perfection. It just needs a better default choice. Extra virgin olive oil is one of the strongest candidates. Your body is your lifelong home. Take care of it today so it can take care of you tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe to FitWay, and share this video with someone who wants to stay healthy for years to come.